guys, Tomboy601, and it is patch notes day, and oh boy, is this one going to be a fun update. We have new ships, we have a legendary tier campaign ship, we have a legendary tier arenas, we have changes to visibility, we have a lot of great things being added in this update, plus kind of Christmas things and some other cool things. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and dive on in. Of course, the first things first is the campaign ship. It is going to be the Minotaur, the legendary British cruiser. It's the star of the holiday campaign, the true definition of a heavy hitter. Her DPM is significant thanks to how short her reload is. Minotaur hits hard and fast, just like her mythical namesake, despite being limited to AP shells only, and she possesses a very powerful AA suite. With the option to choose between the smoke generator and radar consumables, there are plenty of ways you can support your team effectively. This is the first time a legendary ship has been available as the biggest campaign prize, but don't worry if you end up missing out on her. In the first update of 2022, Minotaur will be waiting for you in the Bureau. There's also a note here that says with Soviet cruiser Stalingrad having recently become available for global XP, we are not excluding more possible distribution options for legendary warships in further updates. Personally, I'm really liking seeing them being part of the campaign. So what happens if you don't buy the Admiralty backing? What do you get for the campaign? Well, you're going to get 35 common boosters, 12 Type 1 camos, 12 Type 2 camos, 12 Type 3 camos, 15 holiday camouflages, 330,000 commander XP, 450,000 credits, 4,000 global XP, 24 promotion orders, 2 insignias, 2 commendations, 10 days of premium account time, 7 secret Santa crates, 1 super Santa crate, 1 British commander crate, 1 patch symbol, and 1 patch background. If you do choose to purchase the wonderful backing, what you will get in addition to all of those fabulous rewards is 30 red boosters, 20 epic boosters, 20 type 1 camouflages, 20 type 2 camouflages, 20 type 3 camouflages, 29 holiday camouflages, 110,000 commander XP, 3.95 million credits, 40,000 global XP, 42 promotion orders, 5 insignia, 5 commendations, 750 doubloons, 15 secret Santa crates, 5 super Santa crates, and of course the legendary cruiser Minotaur. Absolutely the best way, absolutely well worth the cost of the campaign right there, in my opinion, because, well, the super Santa crates are there, and we'll get to what's in them, because I'm going to be wailing out this holiday season because of the drops in there. Anyways, next thing is legendary rentals return for this holiday season. They're going to be bundled in basically task forces. They're going to be, each task force will cost you 2 million in-game credits to rent out those ships. Starting December 20th, Task Force 1 will be available. That's going to consist of Alaska, Shimakaze, Grobokunfust, and Khabarovsk. From January 3rd, Task Force 2 will be available. That's going to consist of Gearing, Worcester, Yamato, and Conqueror. And then from January 17th on, Task Force 3 will be available, and that will have Montana, Stalingrad, Kleber, and Colbert. An excellent kind of choice, especially that later one, especially because, well, Montana will just be getting into people's hands around that time, or it'll be about a week before they get it into their hands if they're kind of boosting all the Bureau projects correctly and not using money. Montana will be available around that time for people who have like all the premium ships. Stalingrad, if you want to try it out and you didn't want to spend 2 million global XP on it, now you have a chance. And of course, the new legendary that's also being introduced is going to be Colbert. Now, note about Colbert. Colbert is a bonus ship to spice up the metagame. This also allows us to test her before assigning her to the Bureau. Please note that her stats may be changed before she reaches the Bureau, depending on how she performs. It's the first appearance of this legendary French cruiser, named after Jean-Baptiste Colbert, a famous, let's see, was that 17th century French statesman. She's a fire starter if we ever saw one. Just think of a legendary tier Atlanta. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly are you going to use all of those legendary tier ships in? Well, later in the patch notes, we do have Legendary Arena for the next 3 seasons. We'll get to that when we get to it. But next up is going to be the British Tier 7 premium ship Lion. So Lion was largely a development of the King George the Fifth class. The battleship is bigger, better armored, and equipped with modern 16-inch guns. Lion handles well and offers solid performance with both shell choices. You can get her for 25,000 winter coin to obtain these. So it's going to be kind of like the icebreaker coins from last year. To obtain these, you can complete missions. It's worth paying attention to the Escaping the Labyrinth weekly missions that can be completed playing Minotaur. You can obtain a significant haul of winter coins from those. Next, you have you can redeem Windrose bonuses. Winter coins are available for the first win playing Tier 7 tech tree ships, as well as Tier 6 and Tier 7 premium ships. It works in a very similar way to the first win bonus, but once in the update. Then play and ideally dominate the arena. Whoops, looks like we have just spoiled how you can sport the legendary ships and get great prizes as mentioned above. And then finally acquire specific crate bundles. Please note, Lion cannot be obtained for free in our estimations, and that very least you will need to acquire the Admiralty backing and complete the campaign during the 5th week of the update, which also placing in the top bracket of arena in all of the seasons. That being said, this is unlikely to be the last time we see this roaring beast. So there we have it. It is essentially kind of how the Lenin was last season, and that's good. I like this kind of free way to obtain. I'm sure we will see it pop up again and again. The next thing is something that I found very interesting. It's the one thing I pointed out during the preview that I didn't see anyone else mention, and it was the colored smoke trails from the guns. And it is not having to do with shell types. It is actually a new cosmetic item called Commander Guises. With this update, we're introducing a new type of cosmetic content, Commander Guises. They change the appearance of your non-event commanders, including the following visual effects: a signal flare when you sound your horn, colorful traces for main battery salvos, and fireworks for legendary skill activation. Guises are intended to bring more content variety and create a wide variety of visual and possibly sound design options in the future. The charming Miss Santa for American and British commanders, and the charismatic Snow Maiden for Soviet and European ones are the holiday pioneers for this type of content. You can acquire both of them in the store in exchange for winter coins during this update. Please note, these guises can only be applied to historical commanders. Importantly, if you wish to transfer guys from one commander to another, you will either need to fight a few battles or spend a nominal amount of commander XP to make the change. So it's essentially like changing inspirations on your current builds. The one thing I do like this, the one thing I do have to say is I do hope they add a way to either turn them off or add a colorblind friendly kind of tracer into the game that you can just auto apply over everything, just because if we start getting into red and green color traces, those are the most common that you can be colorblind for, and it would kind of suck to be at a disadvantage because of a cosmetic they are selling, just because of an innate disability on your end. You know what I mean? So I hope they do offer a way to turn off the guises, or maybe even enable colorblind modes in the game, because I don't think we currently have that, and I think it would be a somewhat easy kind of fix in order to do this. Next up, the new port. We will have London as the holiday port. A nice touch to celebrate Christmas and New Year, a new port. This time it's London Harbor dressed in festive decorations. Don't forget that there's a photo mode in the port. You can activate it by pressing left in on the left trigger or L2. Left trigger or L2. Next, we have the Winter Gift Flurry web event, which I guess this is kind of what they were saying was going to take the place of the Advent calendar this year. A special web event, Winter Gift Flurry, runs from December 20th through January 10th. Get ready for gifts, prizes, and a chance to win a competition to become the best Secret Santa of the holiday season by sending presents to other players. Check it out at High2022 WoWlegends.com for a detailed look, and stay tuned. Sadly, and there'll be a dedicated blog post next week. We will cover it. I just don't have any details. Next, new skins and camos. That's right. The winter holidays are a time to decorate in basically whatever you can see or reach, and Warships are no exception. This year, there are loads of new skins and camos for you to try. The first batch comes in the form of Snowstorm skins for the following ships: Fletcher, Vanguard, Implacable, and Hipper. A fair number of winter-themed camouflages are in stock as well, both in the bureau and in the store. Pick up whichever you like the most. The Cool Wave will be the New York, Furutaka, Hawkins, T22, and Strasbourg. The Seal of Winter will be for the Dallas, Icarus, Nuremberg, and Normandy. Additionally, more historical Type 9 permanent camouflages, which you can create using spare paint, are set to become available for the following ships, which these are usually my favorite, which are the historical ones. So Japan, Akatsuki, Nagato, Amagi, and Kagero. The UK, Queen Elizabeth, King George, and Vanguard. And the USSR, Bolvoy, Kiev, and Udaloy. Next, we have the Holiday Bureau 2022, another excellent bureau project. New year and new project makes sense, right? Within the special Holiday Bureau project, you'll be able to acquire festive permanent camouflages for Furutaka, T22, and Normandy, a skin for Vanguard, crates, credits, and more. Make sure to start this project because it is scheduled to be deprecated right when the next update hits. So start it. You don't have to finish it, but just start it, and you will be able to get through and get some free skins. Which, hey, I am always for events that give us free skins. Next is the thing that's not quite free, and what I'm going to be dropping a lot of money on. That is the two new containers, the Secret Santa and Super Santa 2022. The holiday period is a time for miracles, and for it, we have two special crates, Secret Santa and Super Santa. The latter is especially enticing because it drops a whole lot of different premium ships from Tier 5 to Tier 7, and if you're lucky enough to pull a super prize with a small chance, you can acquire such rarities as Jean Bart, Kutuzov, and Belfast. That's right, Jean Bart and Kutuzov, two of the ships that I missed out on, are in the crates. Mind you, they are super prizes. I don't have the drop rates yet. That will become available on the first day of the update, but I imagine them being super prizes. They are going to be minuscule. Among some more of common but not so easy to get warships with bigger chances, of course, you can get Odin, Champagna, Roma, Boscawa, and others. Secret Santa crates, in turn, will be added to the daily reward ones in the store from December 20th through January 2nd for a total of 14 containers. For a complete breakdown of holiday bonuses and prizes, keep an eye out for the dedicated article in the coming days. What's more, a guarantee system is active for the Super Santa crates, meaning that you will get a ship for at least every 40th crate. However, it is not in use for the rarest ships. In fact, we strongly advise against hunting for those ships intentionally. It is better to simply appreciate them if you get an unexpected surprise. At the same time, the guarantee counter does reset if you get one of the super prize ships. That being said, either of the ships may still drop at any point. You can check the exact drop rates below, and that's the one problem I kind of have with this. If you're going to put such great ships in and you've established a new system to guarantee ships, I think all ships should be guaranteed, especially because for me, like the ships that they listed, Odin, Champagna, Roma, Boscawa, I have all of those. I've been a loyal player. I've bought some of those. Some of them Wargaming has given to me because of being a CC. But the majority of those, I went out and, I did the campaign, and I've been playing for a long time. It would have been nice to see a reward for your, a reward for loyalty, for them to include that for them to include the drop rates, to include the guarantee in those drop rates. But, Wargaming is going to Wargame. Next, we have the Legendary Arena Seasons 8, 9, and 10. Remember how we talked about a great place to get prizes and sport your rented Legendary ships, and immediately spoiled it in the next paragraph? Well, we are here with 3 Legendary tier exclusive Arena Seasons. No other restrictions are in place. The arms race mechanic is here again, and battle fatigue hits at 10 as usual, meaning only the results for your best 10 matches a day in terms of XP gain are counted towards the leaderboard daily. A brief reminder of how arms race works: 3 waves of buffs spawn on the map at certain times throughout the battle, and always at similar distances to each team's spawn point. The buff affects the benefit for the whole team and can be stacked, so don't treat them carelessly. And of course, those buffs are main battery reload, which can be stacked 6 times up to 33%, consumable reload, which can be stacked 6 times up to 40%, rudder shift speed, which can stack 6 times up to 60%, HP regen, which can stack 6 times up to 1.2% per second. One important thing to mention, in case the battle timer runs its course, side note, with most of the enemy ships, The team with the most enemy ships sunk is the winner. This rule can create situations where a team can win even having lost all of its ships. To sum up, let's find out how the prizes are distributed depending on your results, which are calculated considering total amount of XP earned. You'll be put into one of 6 groups on the leaderboard once the season ends. You can receive steel, winter coins, different commander progression items, crates, and more. For the full rule set, as far as with the prize breakdown come, there'll be a blog post covering it. Next, let's just go ahead. Basically, the seasons are going to be January 6th through January 10th, January 13th through January 17th, and January 20th through the 24th. Finally, we have one new ship and one ship coming to Global XP. Murmansk will be a new Tier 4 premium. It's a sister ship of Omaha and Marblehead cruisers, but under the Soviet flag. She's capable when it comes to AA defense and lets you play with American shell arcs managed by Soviet commanders, which is definitely a unique combination. Murmansk is available for 6,250 steel in the Forge from January 3rd. That's right, we have our second steel ship. I'll be interested to try her out. I don't think I will be wanting to spend my my hard-earned steel on a ship that is just in Omaha. But we will see. We'll have the review. If you're interested in that review, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Next, the Tier 7 Azuma makes its way for 750,000 global XP. If you don't remember, it is widely considered to be one of the worst campaign reward ships. Interesting for it to come. I'll have a video on it because I do think it's been buffed and it might have a different place, but I have rarely touched it since earning it. It had such a stench on it from everyone playing it. I decided I wasn't even going to outfit it. So yeah, I should probably take it out and actually experience it. But yeah, Azuma coming to you for 750,000 global XP. Finally, we have some balance changes, including a change in visibility, one that I really enjoy. Let's first go ahead and knock out those balance changes. Tier 7 Kansas, main battery reload time is being decreased from 38 seconds to 34 seconds, which is going to be very nice. Help boost what is one of the more powerful broadsides in the game, and help with her weak point, which is that reload. Next, the Tier 6 Shiratsuyu, main battery reload time is being decreased from 7.2 to 5 seconds. That's right. A huge chunk down in reload time, making it more of a hybrid ship than it was previously. The Tier 4 Minsk destroyer is going from its main battery reload from 5.2 down to 3.5 seconds, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to play Minsk. I'm about halfway through my grind on her. Also, the range of torpedoes is being increased by default from 4 to 6 kilometers. So, yeah, it's going to be quite fun. Additionally, Ganevi at Tier 5 also making those changes. Reload speed of the guns 5 seconds down to 3.5, and torpedoes going from 4 to 6 kilometers. Lastly, there is one nerf dimension. The Sinop will be getting a shell AP maximum shell damage decrease from 12,950 down to 12,000. And finally, the biggest change, and the one that I'm really excited about, aircraft squadron spotting and visibility changes. So squadrons don't spot ships. So now squadrons won't spot ships if there is an island or smoke in the direct way of visibility, and vice versa. Squadrons don't spot on other squadrons if there are islands or smoke in the way of direct visibility. Returning squadrons that are at unreachable heights, usually within a few seconds of starting their flight back to the mothership, don't spot other squadrons. The ship-to-ship and plane-to-plane visibility values have long been a point of contention amongst so we are trying to make these interactions a tad more realistic. Pretty much just like you asked, this change might be more or less dramatic than it looks on paper, so we will eagerly await your feedback. I, for one, very excited about this. I can't wait. Finally, we have some beautiful sound changes. The jet sounds are being added to the Transformers Parsifal skin, which is excellent, and laser sounds are being added to all of the sci-fi skins. That's right. It's incredible. It's a great day. I am super pumped for some pew pew in this game. Anyways, guys, those are the patch notes. What do you guys think? Like I said, I think this is a jam-packed update and a super exciting one, and I cannot wait for Monday. We will have a video covering something that day, most likely drop rates, going over a couple of things, but it is going to be exciting for sure. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.